Okay, so one of the main reasons for using Frase is for creating articles that are going to have the best chance of ranking against the top 20 search results for whatever search query you're going for. But one of the other uses that probably doesn't get used as much as what it could is its AI tools. Now, the way that the AI tools work is that you've got the choice of using these AI tools that have been created by Frase themselves. You've got the choice of choosing to use one of the AI tools that have been created and shared by another Frase user, or you've got the option under custom or new custom tool to create your own custom AI tools. Now, just to show you exactly the way that these work, I'm going to just show you the product description AI tool that will return a product description and a list of features. To do that, just for example, we're going to use the Petite Twisted Vine Diamond Engagement Ring from Brilliant Earth as the title, and Paved Diamonds and Entwined in that tool. So you can see here I've put the product name in there, I've put the keywords in there. Let's set the creativity to say 3 out of 5. So obviously 5 out of 5, it's going to take a little bit more license in creating the output. So then at that point, all I need to do is click generate. And we just see what it's come back with. This Petite Twisted Vine Diamond Engagement Ring offers an elegant twist on the classic paved design. The twisted sterling silver vines entwined with shimmering pave set diamonds in a timeless and romantic style that will dazzle for years to come. With its delicate curves and subtle sparkles, this jewelry piece is a perfect way to express your love and commitment to each other. Now, as a product description, okay, we've got the title in there, we've got paved diamonds in there, entwined. So it's not seeing exactly entwined. So that's where it will take, depending on the creativity setting, it will take a little bit of license. Now, it might be that it ends up being that you need to ask it to be less creative if those keywords are really important to include there by default, or it might be that the way that you're looking at this is a way to get this to being, say, 80-90% of the way there, and then just using your own editing skills to just take it to a completed product description. So that is something that's, like, for instance, sometimes it might generate something about saying it's, say, 14 karat white gold. In this case, it's actually said sterling silver now that I've read it. So it might be that you don't do sterling silver. You might only do white gold, rose gold, yellow gold, and platinum, in which case you would be replacing that, obviously. But what we're seeing here is that it's getting to a point where it only needs just a few tweaks, and it's a lot more creative in its style than probably yourself or your staff might be, or even when you think that if you do have traditionally outsourced this to somebody outside to write your product descriptions for you, it's quite possible that it's getting a better tone just from this without even needing to pay somebody that you're outsourcing this to. Even then, you have to think that with AI becoming so prevalent, that those people that you are outsourcing for content writing, there's a good chance that they're just using AI tools like this themselves. So it's a decision to make. Do you go full on board with AI and use it yourself, or do you continue outsourcing your content? Anyway, separate argument. But you can see here that the way that this is set up it has been trained to give other product features. It might be that, like, if we look at the Brilliant Earth website, all they're using is a single sentence as the description. So you might as well decide that a paragraph is more than you want to put in there. So it's a situation where you then go to, okay, in Frase, we do have the ability to create these custom AI tools ourselves, and we can then tailor that to the output that we actually want it to produce. And if you are on a lower plan of Frase, plans start at $15 a month, do have limited number of AI generated words per month, then you might be looking at, well, how do we maximize our use of this tool? And it's by, okay, if we're never going to include a list of product features, why have it generate that content and eat into our quota? Now, that being said, look, if you're using Frase and you're using it like for writing emails, you're using it for writing articles, you're using it for product descriptions, all of these things in your business, it's well worth actually upgrading to one of the plans that include unlimited AI word generation. That aside, let's see how to actually create a custom AI tool for yourself. And for this example, I'm just going to continue down the same path of using it for a product description, except I'm not going to have it generate a list of product features. So jumping over here, you can see here then I've just tool name, product description. I've said the SEO, the tags are just a list of tags that Frase give you to choose from. One line description of the expected output, just so when you're searching between your tools, you know exactly what it's doing. Prompt instructions, and then a prompt formula that matches the samples that you've given it as part of training. So you can see here I've got title, keywords, and output. And so your prompt formula needs to follow the examples that you gave it. So then you can set a default creativity, but when you're using the tool, you can change this if you want. And then for the purpose of testing, ugly, gaudy, huge diamond carrot, gold. So we can just test the prompt. Okay, so single sentence output matches the single sentence training that we gave it. So sometimes it might go to 2 sentences, but by and large, it's recognizing based on the training, it's 1 sentence. So this engagement ring features a huge central diamond set in 14 karat white gold, giving it an eye-catching and bold display. Not overly exciting, but again, you can train it to give it a few more samples and it's going to start coming back with a bit better output. So all it's a simple matter of doing is you need this 3 hashtags to separate your examples, but it's doing exactly the same format but with different content. Now, let's say we decide we do want it to actually have a longer product description. So let's, for instance, just copy this that was generated on the other one, and we'll put that in here. Now we're going to run the test again. So you can see here now it's the longer description. It's giving it more room to talk about the ugly, gaudy engagement ring. Bold and unapologetic, I guess, is a natural extension of that. Crafted from oversized set in the center, this ring of short turns heads. Its daring design will let you know your beloved know just how serious your feelings are, no matter how much those around you may disapprove. Now, look, what I'm looking at here is just how quickly, and look, once you've set this up, you go back to use this tool, this is what it's going to look like. So all you're doing is putting in the title, you're putting in your keywords, and you're clicking generate. It's as simple as that. But from the perspective of how to use this in business, start thinking, okay, you've got social media posts. You can just use an AI tool that's already in there, but you might have a particular style that you like for your social media posts. So create a custom AI tool that you train on those examples of the formatting and style that you like. It might be your own content, or it might be somebody else's from somebody else's page that you like the way that they post, and you go, okay, I'm going to use that as an input to train my AI tool. So you can use it for creating your own custom AI tools. It might be like your social media posts. Twitter is obviously shorter than a lot of other social media platforms in terms of your posts or your tweets. So that would be a situation where you would need a separate AI tool to your Facebook AI tool, because they're totally different in the way that the style of how you're posting. Then you have something for generating sales emails, for instance. So whatever content that you're producing in your business, you can start thinking, if I'm doing that often, is it worth actually jumping into Frase and creating an AI tool for it? If you've been doing it often enough, it's quite possible that you've got your own examples from previous times you've done it, and all you need to do is copy and paste those. If it's an email, copy and paste your previous emails into the tool to train it, And then it's a simple matter of putting in those prompts and you're generating a fresh new email. So start thinking about how you can use more of AI in your business, because it is going to become something that is used more and more by business. And if it's not you using it, you know your competitors are going to use it. So it's just a matter of looking at how well you can integrate this into your business to save time in business processes, save time in producing marketing content, doing all of that stuff. So Frase, look, it starts at $15 US a month. I think at that level, it's a no-brainer. If you're going to be using it a lot, then upgrade to one of the plans that include unlimited words for AI generation.